Have you ever pondered the profound question, why do human rights matter in international relations? Well, it is because they are the cornerstone of respect, dignity, and fairness in our global community. In the grand tapestry of history, the concept of human rights as we understand it today is relatively recent. Following the horrors of World War II and the atrocities committed during that time, the world recognized a need for a universal gauge of human dignity. This recognition led to the creation of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights in 1948, a document that serves as the bedrock of international human rights law. These rights are as varied as they are important. They encompass civil and political rights like freedom of expression, the right to a fair trial, and the right to vote. They also include economic, social, and cultural rights, such as access to education, healthcare, and adequate living conditions. Furthermore, collective rights such as those of indigenous peoples and minority groups are also recognized. Over time, human rights have been codified in various international treaties and conventions, from the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights to the Convention on the Rights of the Child. These legal frameworks provide the international community with tools to protect and uphold human rights on a global scale. It's not just these legal instruments that matter. International organizations, particularly the United Nations and its specialized agencies, play a central role in advocating for human rights. The UN Human Rights Council, for instance, monitors human rights situations in different countries and responds to violations through various mechanisms. Human rights also cast a long shadow over the foreign policies of states. Governments can use diplomatic pressure, sanctions, or international cooperation to promote human rights standards and address violations in other countries. One of the more contentious aspects of human rights in international relations is the concept of humanitarian intervention. The idea of using military force to protect civilians from gross human rights abuses is a subject of ongoing debate. Non-governmental organizations such as Amnesty International and Human Rights Watch also play a pivotal role in the human rights landscape. They monitor situations, advocate for policy changes, and provide assistance to victims of rights abuses. In societies transitioning from conflict or authoritarian rule, transitional justice mechanisms such as truth commissions, tribunals, and reparations programs aim to address past human rights violations and pave the way to peace and democracy. Yet despite all these efforts and mechanisms, the world still grapples with numerous challenges when it comes to human rights. Persistent rights abuses, cultural relativism, and the balance between individual rights and collective interests are just some of the issues that provoke fervent debate. So at the end of the day, why do human rights matter in international relations? They matter because they are the foundation of our shared humanity. They are the beacon that guides us towards a world where dignity, respect, and fairness are not just ideals but realities for all.